2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player? If you're a guy who's playing a lot, do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back into the flow. But you got to get your playoff game face on. And you know who had the best game face playoff?
Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him your game face.
Alonzo had a good game face, too.
Stop it. You look at this guy's game. Look at this guy's game face. Show him.
Let me see your game face.
You know what, Kenny? I lost it. I can't do it
Let me see your game face. That is frightening.
Oh, wait.
That's not a game look. That's not a game look. That's your game book look. I can't do it anymore, Ernie.
Here's a guy with no game face, Kevin Harlan.
Alonzo Mourning.
Starting at point guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 13, Jared Grant. In the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 8, Robin Lopez. The other guard position, standing 6 foot 5, number 4, Aaron Aflalo. Starting at power forward, at 7 foot 3 inches, number 6, Kristaps Porzingis.
The Hornets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And Clark, the story here, Al Jefferson injured and unable to play.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, when you watch that live, that injury seemed to be far worse. So still, small comfort for him having to sit these next few weeks out, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Batum, Kaminsky out there with Tyler Hansbrough, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Harrison in at the 2. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Out to the right wing. New York moving it around. Lopez passes to Porzingis. Knocked away. Back to Lopez. Outside Anthony. Pass to Aflalo. To the paint. Another shot. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Aflalo.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by a follow. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to Indiana.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
Here's Walker. The Knicks making the shot. And Hansbrough kicks to Kaminsky. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Hornets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw, no good.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
And he sinks the second. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by New York. And Hansbrough kicks to Kaminsky. Up top, Batum. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Kaminsky. Tries again. He lays it in. Kaminsky's got 6 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Anthony. And it's Lopez at the elbow. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
New York trailing. Anthony, the pass to a flower. Here's Porzingis. Shoots the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Walker with it. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto. To the middle. Over to the wing. Here's Harrison. Shot clock at 6. Walker goes in. That's good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. And a follow kicks to Anthony. Grant gets a wide open look. The pass to Porzingis. 2nd chance shot. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
The Hornets have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Hansbrough. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Batum. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Anthony dishes to a Flalo. The reverse. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
And thank you for that, Doris. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Aflalo goes in. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now, here's Walker. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Pass to Harrison. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's Harrison. He had 13 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. Here's Walker. Second chance shot, and that one's good. Harrison's got 5.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback. And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career, and he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Clark, Tyler Hansbrough has been a effort guy, but he hasn't, just displayed the physical tools needed to match up, it looks like, with bigger power forwards.
Yeah, and if you lack certain physical tools, you better have a well-developed skill set. That other area where Tyler has needed improvement is his skills. Still young enough to turn it around, but the clock continues to tick.
There's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. They get it back for Porzingis. And finally they hit one.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Batum. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. For New York, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. To the left wing. Back to Anthony. Takes it off the glass. Anthony's got the game tied up here for New York.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Harrison after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Back to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Just 4 to shoot. And now the Knicks on the break. Got a piece of it. The wide open look here for Anthony. And Aflalo kicks to Galloway. Lopez passes to Anthony. They now take the lead. Anthony's got 8 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And it's blocked. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 12th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And, he's really the consummate playmaker. He's got his head on a swivel. He looks for the open man. Completely unselfish as a hooper.
They set the screen. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Clock at 6. Back to Zeller. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Galloway. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Aaron Aflalo. A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Darrell Wright has subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. The Hornets also changing it up. Marvin Williams is checked in for Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Harrison. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's Walker. There's the dish to Zeller. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Galloway. Over in the corner, Williams. Serafin dishes to Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
May Robinson is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. He hits both from the stripe. Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Lin. They set the pick. Williams, a screen on Robinson. Lin kicks to Williams. The basket good off the assist from Lin.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Dishes it to Serafin. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Williams, a screen on Robinson. Lin the pass to Williams. Right side to Walker. Here's Zeller. And that one's good. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
There's Galloway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here is Robinson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The Hornets pull it in. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
And frankly, I mean, that was sloppy play on the other side's part, but not all of it. They put the screws to them, that's for sure.
The score now all even.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now, here is Robinson. Kicks to Williams. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession. Nate Robinson's vertical jump coming into the league, 43.5 inches. I mean, to get as high above the rim as he does, standing at just 5'9" on a good day, remarkable. The NBA's first ever 3-time slam dunk champion.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Going back to Nate Robinson's abilities above the rim, Clark, he's had games where he was practically unguardable.
And he's not just a tremendous athlete. He has a ton of heart and character as well. One of the toughest little guys ever to play pro basketball. In fact, his dad actually played a season in the NFL.
That's a good note.
Very good nugget.
.103 left to play in the first quarter. Now Lynn. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Williams sets a screen for Kid Gilchrist. There's the feed to Zeller. Outside, Lynn, 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. That's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Galloway. He kicks to Williams. Right side Robinson for the 3. Robinson can't get that one to fall. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Kept alive. Stolen by Serafin. Robinson with it. Outside Williams. Right for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Harrison out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Hansbrough in at the 5 down low.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
And he knocks down the first one. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
Yeah, that's a great fadeaway to borrow from for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
He's off on the second. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Kaminsky is checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Hey, guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Hansbrough, that's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Anthony. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Hornets trail by 4. Fast break, here they come. Here's Harrison. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Harrison's got 7 points.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Porzingis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Lin against Grant. On the wing, Batum. Back to Lin. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lin. Batum wide open. He fires. That three off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Grant the pass to Porzingis. O'Quinn dishes to Carmelo. And that one is hammered home.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
Here's Harrison. The Knicks making the shot. Outside, Lin. Right side, Batum. Kaminsky kicks to Batum. Here's Lin. Offensive rebound. Puts up the baby hook. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 15. O'Quinn, the pass to Anthony. And Afflalo, the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got his third assist on the night. Hornets trail by 8. And here is Lynn. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Afflalo, that's good. Afflalo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Porzingis. And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 10. Down low, Kaminsky, soft touch off the glass. Kaminsky's got 8.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Anthony, 15 points in the game. O'Quinn dishes to Anthony, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Harrison. He's got 7. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. 5 on the clock. Here's Lynn. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. They recover it. Now Anthony, 17 points in the game. Outside Robinson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Kaminsky kicks to Lynn. And Anthony sends it back. Outside Robinson. He feeds it to Afflalo. Lopez a screen.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Knicks making a change here. Galloway's checked in. So it's the Knicks now. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Anthony can't hit. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Passes to Harrison. He dishes it to Hansbrough. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lynn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Lopez. Afflalo outside. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Lopez. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Lynn. Batum inside the 3-point line. No good off the front iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Hornets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Darrell Wright has subbed in for Anthony. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Kaminsky. Williams comes in for Hansbrough. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Serafin the pass to Williams. But they get it back. And Wright kicks to Aflalo. Nailed from three-point land. Aflalo's got a pair of triples in the second now for New York. Charlotte calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Here's Walker. Outside Williams. Back to Walker. Charlotte no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Aflalo. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Harrison. The shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Williams kicks to Serafin. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Here's Harrison. Drops in the tray. Harrison's got 7 points for the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. And guys, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
Here's Walker. Following the basket by Derek Williams. Walker goes in. That one's good. Just his 3rd make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Aflalo kicks to Serafin. The shot no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Williams kicks to Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 6 points for Cody Zeller.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
The pass to Walker. There's 1:34 left in the first half. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Knicks leading by 16. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. And the Knicks miss again. Charlotte's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
And New York making a change here. Grant's checked in. New York's gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Feeds it to Williams. Pass to Grant. Williams, a screen on Walker. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his second basket. And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. And Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the knee.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. Here's Galloway, looking for his first basket still in this one. Lets it fly from 18. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And it's Walker penetrating. Count that one. Walker's got 8.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Knicks lead by 16. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bumping down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays. You know, challenging every possession counts. And we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball, Melo. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He ended up with 17 points, 2 block shots, and 5 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think? And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know the analytical people love to point out opponent field goal percentage, and tonight has been a big problem. They haven't defended with any purpose. They need a whole lot more activity on defense.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Grant in at the 1. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. The Knicks have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Anthony. Hornets trail by 18. Walker with it. On the wing, Batum. That three off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Batum, after Aaron Aflalo missing that last three-pointer. Here's Harrison, covered by Anthony. Fires from deep. The shot by Harrison, no good. New York leading by 18. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Grant dishes to Lopez. New York moving it around. Anthony can't hit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend three positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
And that one falls for Batum.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
So he gets them both.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stay in to add some strength.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Hornets trail by 18. Outside, Walker. The 10-footer. Lopez with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Walker. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Passes it to Harrison. They set the pick. Walker with it. Now defended by Grant. Batum, good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The Knicks leading by 18. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Walker. And it's sent back by Lopez. They get it back, and the shot is good. 10 points now in the game for Walker.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 19. Lopez drives in. Here's Porzingis. No good on the triple. Hornets trail by 16. And here's Batum. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kaminsky's got 11 points. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. There's the screen. Anthony can't hit.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The dish to Walker. From 8. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 12 points for him.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Dishes it to Kaminsky. Here's Harrison. 12 points for him. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And the lead is down inside single digits. Walker's got 14 points for the game.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Lopez a screen. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Up loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes,
Bring it down hard, my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. Kaminsky was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Stolen by Grant. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Checking in for your Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn.
Walker against Grant. Kicks it to Seraphin. Robinson for 3. Robinson missing again.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lynn kicks to Walker. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Robinson for 3. Robinson missing again.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's deflected. Anthony drives in, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 19 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Knicks. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Zeller comes in for Kaminsky. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Good on the second free throw.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
Now here's Lynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Hornets trail by 13. And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is, that the players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on your joints and safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
Terrell Wright's checked in for New York. And so here's Charlotte. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Zeller, a screen on Robinson. Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Robinson. The Knicks leading by 11. Here's Galloway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Williams against Hansbrough. Just 4 to shoot. Galloway, the pass to Williams. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
To the inside and stolen by Wright. And now in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. That drops. Aflalo's got 4 this quarter.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And here are the Hornets now. It's a 13-point game. Aflalo against Land. To the paint. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. The Hornets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And that one falls for Zeller. Here's Galloway. Inside. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his second bucket.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Walker goes in. Lynn dishes to Walker. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Marvin Williams.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now here's Wright. Now the feed to Galloway. He kicks to Williams. He dishes it to O'Quinn. Oh, that's blocked. And Walker kicks to Lynn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Galloway. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
That's good. And 11 points for Cody Zeller.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
The Knicks have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. He feeds it to O'Quinn. The kick out to Wright. On the wing of Aflalo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Wright, the pass to Aflalo. And too long on the shot. Hornets trail by 7. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's Wright sending it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And O'Quinn kicks to Williams. Off target with his 3. Charlotte has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3 ball well. Here's Williams. No good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Galloway. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 4 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Walker goes up on the wing. Walker missing again.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he cleared.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Williams sets a screen for Lynn. Back to Zeller. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Galloway kicks to a quick. To the inside. A follow. And it's blocked. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Aflalo pulls it in. Aflalo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Galloway. Pass to Aflalo. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Knicks up by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And here are the Hornets now, down by 12. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Harrison in at the 2. Back to Batum. Kaminsky, the pass to Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post. Harrison's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. The Knicks leading by 10. There's the pass to Galloway. Feeds it to Lopez. And the powerful one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Charlotte has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Then the pass to Harrison. Inside, here's Kaminsky.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for New York, Frank Kaminsky. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
That one is no good. The Knicks leading by 11. Grant dishes to Carmelo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And the Hornets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Harrison passes to Kaminsky. Outside, Lin. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lin. On the wing, Batum. The basket good off the assist from Lin. 12 points for Nicholas Batum.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that.
Pass to Porzingis. The dish now to Grant. Lopez kicks to Anthony. And it's Anthony again missing. Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Lynn. Passes it to Batum. Out to the right wing. Shoots it. But they get it back. To the wing right side. There's the screen. Dishes it to Kaminsky. Outside, Lynn. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lynn. A second chance effort. Again, the Hornets score.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Grant outside. Kicks it to Carmelo. Sinks the triple. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. Harrison passes to Hansbrough. Outside, Lynn. To the middle. Outside for Batum. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Anthony against Batum. Anthony drives in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting for New York, Carmelo Anthony. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. So he gets them both. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The feed to Hansbrough. Hansbrough setting the pick for Batum. Pass to Harrison. From the arc. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Down low, here's Anthony, and it's blocked. Three-pointer, and he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
The pass to Hansbrough. Outside, Walker looking to end his cold spell. Batum inside the three-point line. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The Knicks leading by 9. Now Anthony. Lopez, a screen on Batum. The drive by Lopez. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Batum with the steal. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Walker the pass to Harrison. Walker in the post. Working on Grant. Shot's good by Walker.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Lopez, a screen on Batum. And it's Lopez penetrating, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Kaminsky kicks to Walker. There's the pass to Hansbrough. He dishes it to Kaminsky. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks leading by 9. Grant with the ball. He kicks to Lopez. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fellas, that two-hand mock to slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Hansbrough, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Hornets trail by 11. Now here's Walker. Outside Batum. There's a screen by Hansbrough. A shot by Batum, no good. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Porzingis. Inside. Here's Lopez. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outside, Walker. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And the technical free throw is good. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
The Knicks making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Got a piece of it. And here is Anthony. Lopez a screen. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. To the left wing. Here's Grant. A reverse. It's deflected. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Hornets trail by 10. Out to the right wing. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
The first free throw is good. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
And Anthony drops them both.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Walker against Grant. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Walker.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Lopez up top. to the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Hornets trail by 12. Here's Harrison. Here's Hansbrough. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Tyler Hansbrough. 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Checking out the game Tyler Hansbrough is having. 8 rebounds and the 2 nice steals as well.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Grant, that's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Charlotte calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Afflalo. With the teardrop, Lopez with the block. And they get it back. Another shot. And the layup is good. Hansbrough's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Feeds it to Grant. High post Lopez. Back to Grant. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shooting for New York, Jared Grant. At the line for 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Now Walker. Shoots. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Afflalo outside. Back to Grant. To the middle. It's intercepted. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Knicks leading by 12. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Anthony dishes to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Back to Anthony. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And he makes the first. And Anthony drops them both.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Walker the pass to Harrison. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Back to Walker. It's stolen by Anthony.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Knicks.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement. You're right. And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And, Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Anthony. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Wright, he's checked in for Anthony. Robinson is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Kaminsky. Williams comes in for Hansbrough. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Harrison. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
Kevin Serafin at the line for 2.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lin. Nobody near Williams. The basket good off the assist from Lin.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Grant against Lin. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And Grant no good on that one. Daniels. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nate, a great win tonight for the team. How much does the philosophy and the mindset that coach has instilled in this group help you guys in a win like we saw here?
Our coach always says that the guys that we have in this room, everybody's capable of playing together, playing hard, and getting victories no matter who we play. We feed into that. Our coach does a great job in motivating us. He gives us homework to go home and really study our opponents. We know them, and we knew that we got to play defense, and we did that tonight.
Nate, great win. Guys, this is a team willing to pay the price.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've gotten spoiled. But we shouldn't fail to appreciate what he has been able to do tonight. He was spectacular. When he doesn't try to do too much, Carmelo Anthony is absolutely lethal, and he had it going tonight.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.